Okay, it's early. I'm doing my makeup. My grandmother is coming today because she has like appointments tomorrow that she needs up here that she needs to go to. So my mini challenge for today is how much makeup can I wear without her realizing that I'm wearing makeup? Let's find out. So I've already washed and moisturized and primed my face. I'm now gonna do this brown lip stain. That's like the peel off. I don't know if I like it yet. I think the concept is interesting, but I'm gonna have to have my mouth open for like 5 minutes now. Insert dick joke. And because this is a stain, I try not to overdraw because it just looks dirty and weird. Oh no. It's starting to dry as I'm trying to put another layer on. Oh. No. He's trying too fast. Okay, that went. It did not go well. Oh, there's a stain. So. Okay. Can I darken up my beauty marks? Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that now. Because it's just sort of like my normal face now, even if I'm not wearing makeup. I do at least that, and then correct the slit in my eyebrow where Katrina went a little too ham. And I'll correct that more with some eyeshadow. I always think that it's kind of like not interesting at all to know what. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I mostly got it for my under eyes because I'm almost 38 and looking it, which is fine. And, you know, it's nice to be able to have a facsimile of your youth to look at again. And I am almost 38. I know I list my age as 38 on Threads. It's because I hate odd numbers. So I'm actually 37, but I think it's ugly. If you'll notice, on all of my fic word counts, I will go in after I post and make or break a contraction if I have to make sure that it's either even or divisible by 5. But usually I do evens because then my total word count is also even. That's normal, right? That's fine. My total word count now is like close to 275,000. But that's also over 8 years of fic. Actually, no, I want to put this. I've been watching some stuff about like masculinizing makeup, which I have feelings about because like there's like very generalized and racialized assumptions about like most men look like this and most men have this. Most white dudes look like that, and still not all. With like, you know, the bigger brow bone or whatever, and this and that, and this is what men look like. And yeah, there are things that testosterone does when you develop that do change the face in general ways. Do you see where I'm getting at though? Like, it's just very silly to say that anyone with a penis has this bone structure, because clearly all men look very different. Anyway, any fucking way. I'm doing this maybe super wrong. I probably should have put on my skin tint first, but I'm actually going to put it on around. I do love this cooler contour. It kind of just makes me look a little dirty. Like once I blend it in, it just looks a little like I've been like out working in the shop or some kind of shit. I'm terrible at getting stuff symmetrical. And my face isn't super symmetrical, like especially my eyes. Like this side of my face droops a little here. I'm not really sure why. Try to fake a jawline. Okay. Oh, and this, I'm trying to be good. The primer I use is the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty. I do like it. It's really light. You don't need a lot for it to go on. What else have I already used? This is I really like the color. I like the little applicator. This little like bullet. I like the color. I think I already said that. Anyway, it's Shaglam. It's just like some random Amazon company, or a company off of Amazon. And then this is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint in whatever the fuck 112 is. Okay, blendy blendy. Try and get all of my hair off my face. I probably should have had like a bandana or something on, but I didn't. So No, it's like sticking more in my little eczema patch in my temple. Oh well, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, there we go. So that just peels off. I'll get the rest in a little bit because like it doesn't. It's a nice color. I think it's a really pretty color. It's like a maroony brown, and it just doesn't really stain the way I want it to. It's getting all over my hands now. I will deal with that later. What is it about makeup that always smells like, I guess it's because it smells like sunscreen to me at least. It always reminds me of being like at the beach. And if I'm doing anything wrong or like blending too hard or whatever, like fuck off. I'm just having fun. I'll take suggestions, but don't roast me. Oh, that's a bunch of contour. Oh, that's a bunch of contour. Okay, we'll figure that out. I just feel like I brought it way too far into my cheek. I'm gonna see if I can't blend this out a little. That's better. It's still not great, but it's better. It's like, I don't even know if you can, it's very subtle in the camera. But like in the mirror, this just looks way heavier. And I can't tell if it's just because I'm getting not hit with straight on light, maybe? Anything? The other thing about this lip stain is that it will leave behind if you put it too close into like your inner lip where it stays wet. It will just kind of like collect and you gotta get it off. I think this actually looks really heavy. Okay, I'm gonna call that, as I continue to do it, I'm gonna call that blended. Bronzer is e.l.f. the primer infused bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I'm not telling you like what I'm doing and why I'm placing stuff because I don't fucking know. I'm like guessing here. My busted ass hairline. So I have been on testosterone before, and I didn't stop because I wanted to. I lost my insurance and just have not financially been able, even with insurance, to like find a doctor and be able to pay for the hormones themselves. So I was on testosterone for about 18 months between 2012 and 13. And I loved it. And I am also, I have PCOS, which I consider intersex because I can. And there's not like a firm consensus yet on it, but it makes sense to me that it is an inborn hormone disorder. And it technically falls under intersex. So I have always had chest hair. I've always had facial hair, since puberty, at least, which I got very early. I was like 11. This feels very early to me. I grew up way too fucking fast. And I always looked really adult and acted really adult and talked really adult because I was just so smart and precocious. They should have been checking in on a bitch. Anyway, not to be like, oh, this, I don't know why I'm doing this before blush. I'm just kind of going at it. This is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder in Fair Ivory. Okay. There's like somewhere a very spunky little Ilya that's doing the okays, clearly. Okay. But I think we all suffer from never being able to say that word right again in our lives. It just looks really cakey, and I think it's the skin tint underneath. This is the e.l.f. blush in Always Rosy. That's also the primer infused. And because I'm trying not to be fucking crazy today, I'm just gonna put on a little bit. Start putting some of this away so I have space. Okay. Definitely not using liquid eyeliner if I'm trying to go subtle. Alright. So I'm just gonna retouch up the beauty marks. See, I just don't know how I feel about that lip stain. It's kind of patchy. I just wish it was better because it's really pretty. Maybe I'm just like still figuring out how to use it. I do have real freckles. Obviously, we just hid a lot of them. And I just really enjoy this like freckly cute look. Doop, doop. Oh, my nose is sweating so fucking bad. And they're gonna look, I have learned, they're gonna look a little big and obvious, especially because I'm using this like coffee colored one. Because the lighter brown just like barely shows up. I'll sometimes, you know what, here. This is a lighter brown. And like on bigger ones, you can see it. But the little bitty babies, you just kind of can't. But I guess they make nice little subtle and like blend into my real freckles underneath. And then to blend these into my face, just powder. When in doubt, just powder. I honestly approach makeup, at least right now, very much in the way I approach painting. Like that's the closest that I have to it for now. So like the blending is my favorite part, and also where I go a little overboard. Okay. See, now it's blending into the more like, okay, so here is the earth. Round. And if you're too young to know that reference, I'm so sorry. You might be a little too young to follow me. As long as you're not a minor, you can. I'm just saying, you're a youngin'. Which is not to infantilize you. I think there's been a lot of infantilizing words going around. And I understand that those of you in your early 20s want to feel, you know, like you're at your big age, especially when the world is falling the fuck apart. But I promise you that when you're in your 30s and you look back at where you're at now, you're going to go, holy fuck, I was such a little baby. And like, hopefully in a loving way, I look back at myself and I'm like, wow, I was such a baby. I was like so young and so naive and still learning and still figuring myself out, which is good. Like, you should be doing that. Like, that's what this age is for. But like, you're not grown. Let us love you as babies. Let us be your elders. Let us sometimes just enjoy that you are younger, and when we have things to teach you or tell you or advise you on, you know, because I had some people in my life like that I really appreciate. I had queer elders. I had the guy I was in love with at my old job, who would always be like, okay, so when you're 27, this kind of stuff is what will probably happen. And when you're 25, like, this is what things will probably be like, and you'll start to kind of figure things out, and you'll feel really different all of a sudden. And like, all of that stuff was true. Okay, I'm gonna use this like maroon brown for my bottom. I'm gonna use all powder for the eyes because I want it to stay pretty subtle. I don't know if it will achieve subtle, but we're gonna see. I think I have already goofed, because this powder just is like, I don't think I should have used the blender maybe on, I don't know. It just looks like it looks heavy. It looks heavier than when I just used the everything else, but with the CeraVe foundation rather than that new Maybelline. Oh, and my eyes water so fucking bad. I'm just like straight up crying now. And my concealer is already creased. It's fine. I'm just... I mean, I could be. You never know. It comes on fast. This is not straight black. It's a really dark brown. And it's kind of wet with my tears in the brush now. The problem with my left eye is it waters way more. Oh my God. It waters. It's much more ticklish. So like if I'm trying to get along my lash line, it just immediately wants to, like anything touching my lashes makes me want to like blink and it's fine. I'm going to stop complaining. And I'm also going to continue to just like blot away my sweat mustache and my sweaty nose with a brush. Don't do that. Don't do that. Too bad. Too bad. Okay, fluffy brush. I think I'm actually going to use a little more of this reddy brown color to like blend out the top and onto the lid. And then blend that out with like a sort of camel brown. Okay, I know I was sniffling because my eyeballs got watery. Okay. I don't have a setting spray. I think I'm done. Okay. That's really high. Let me see if I can fix that. Just like this. One part of the sort of eyeliner is really uneven. You're gonna go for subtle. Well, subtle is a drag queen. Sorry for all the... Okay. I think I'm done. I think I'm happy with it. I think it does look like from here, do I really look like I'm wearing that much makeup? Maybe, I don't fucking know. And I guess from a distance you can't, like the darker brown tint, you do still see, because that's what I want, is sort of like the Kim Possible darker top lip. Yeah, sure, whatever. There we go. Boop.